on it.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is long, though.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's going to be swallowed, sacked back at the 45-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick. Angled, and this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think, at the 6-yard line. Such an overload of an NFL. This offense, they're going to be back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great, gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, at you. Slam.
They'll run on first. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And this all the way to the 3rd line. Good as he rumbled 24 and a first. Even up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy, there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than ballet. But at the same time, that was well.
To back over 20 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply.
I like that. Yeah, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, go, but you're right.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at.
And his first kick loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get home, the next guy picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 56 is the mic. Rock it. Switch.
The 25. This play, they got stuffed at the line. Different here, over 20 yards.
18 Gators.
On first down, Conley. They'll be brought down after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain. It does open up possibilities here. Yeah.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get up. Look at me. Go.
A toss play. Gordon.
No.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the foul. Keep it moving.
After the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Look, squeeze. Watch the twist.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 6-6, pull it hard. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play. His second out on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Take it in the end zone. And the decision to cost him about to get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
Oh, this is taking it lead. Touchdown, Houston. An 80-yard touchdown. On the board. 180 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So only that way. This is fielded a couple. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. To get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick?
That would be the number one thing you would think. But so many guys look at it and say, we've got them so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. Now Leonard for yards that time. A start the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one. I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you're part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensive. Second and 8. Lock. Each did. There as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the second tacklers is going to, as they stop. 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down. On second down now, it's Hunt, and he's up past the 10 to about 5.
Check my 21. Here we go, here we go. Shift, shift. Check 22, check. 22, check.
third down, here's Hunt. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, he has a passing game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get any going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 43. Out. X3, 218, chopper. 56 to Mike. Hey, Delta. Get down.
Lock to throw on second. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down there, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit toward the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
5. On the carry.
Nice inside run, sets up a very second down, a very solid play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it.
This time it's Gordon, and he'll be take the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, because when I watch him, all going to be before they actually open, I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
Gordon, 36-yard line there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downside rundown, because sometimes out of your game don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
In your face.
Tight dog.
They'll run with Fournette, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the 10 use. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to you. Pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be 7. That was 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We go. 18 Gator. Hard.
On second down, Conley. And the big front, they're going to stop him right line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Yep. I got it. Hey, Wahoo! 29 is Mike. I got you, son.
Lock going to try and throw on third. That is caught. And finally down he goes. Get inside the 10 to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the side, talk over what to do next. Badgley's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at Devon. So they get 3, certainly hopes after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't all the way. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, get the kickoff to start the second. Golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 5 now. Kaiser. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to tendency quite a bit, but only the second amount of time to change things. Here's Hunt, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half. Gets it away. About the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. Football here as they take over. Going. You're under a minute to go here. In field position, not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a increase it. At the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, they take a shot at the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Block again here to get this to Gordon. It's going to be out right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking, but runs, they can be a big part.
Now Gore's down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they start 18 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And at the 38.
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot. Jim. 56 is the... I'm coming after you.
On first down. He's got him. Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use this. Second of their top it was to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Zoom. Look at me, zipper! Ready?
Austin Tick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
You see me? They can't stop me out
Brings
here.
up second down.
1 second remaining in the first half. They'll call the timeout. One second half on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards. Hey, that was never. So we have time in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled and taken. About to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that.
One of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
Blitz coming and down goes.
Well, partner, we know they locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressive fury. They don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. Yards to go on second down. Now Gordon. They get back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing the play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamental fence.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Smooth.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
Third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this is very, very slim. And the kick's away as he angles his sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield down in there. Going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Texans offense here for their they trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have, because some teams script other team sequence of plays we want to run these things for, and sometimes they think chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try to play some momentum.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Well, with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and go. Put them on top here. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for.
First and 10 at their own target line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
They head to the field now with the game this close. You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in. And if
the Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
they had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means the field position battle. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Build off in 4 here. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Rock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he quickly in the... Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Not being a loss of 2. That'll make it 3rd down.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, orbit.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, they're scared. 29 is Mike. Mike, let's get this.
Throwing his lock on 3. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. That was 24 yards.
Right there brings to mind the sentence. When he finds your
lap back, it's like him crafty veterans. You get up in you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
just this, when he was young, he thought the crap the veteran was better.
Well, he can be a load to handle off the. He can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop brash as well, nice play in that situation.
Come to my work.
Get it.
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got Allen. 15 yards on and a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm what? They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling on Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The tackle there by Johnson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and... Here's Locke. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking on Perriman, and it'll bring up third down.
Indy.
From the gun on third down, LAC. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be taken down with another foul as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. LAC now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. Back now with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it on a charge. Down. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, exit. Go get some. He don't want it. Mike, 51. Go.
Shot snapped to LAC. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2-point. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off.
They tried to create space, and there is a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space behind. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
3. Will be brought down. At the 20, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. No sin of defense, not giving up the. They did. Let's see.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kaiser eluding the, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great.
So a tough spot. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Don't get nervous. Check my check. Joker. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Oh, the pressure. Great, and he go once more. Joey Bosa to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on the way. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the lines. For Chicago, a 3rd quarter. They have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Charger drive about to get going, and that last one. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And now because that drive went, adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it's hit the plate, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. Throw for it there to knock that one away.
on it, 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple of the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short.
Yeah, now maybe extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, let go.
From the gun, it's LAC. And this is got it. Touchdown, LA. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else after the game.
Badgley on point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Down, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On play action, Kaiser. This one. By the 6'5" tight end. And past the 4 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd. This is the NFL, and it's EA Sports. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up in. Try to give his man room under it, but it's 2nd down.
This definitely alert to the possibility of ball. And they were more than
quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So down, still to go. Ball on the 43.
Situation. Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, check, Mike 2021.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike.
They'll throw it. Completes this to Waring. And the ground first.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him, Elliott. The truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking toward arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Kaiser now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. 1st and 10. It's Kaiser. And that will be incomplete. Would egg hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd.
This defense going to contest every ball. No matter whether you enter zone, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Oh, you got
Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty? But I just saw Bender's making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the so I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm hanging it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
check Mike 21. Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now come 4th down. And that is it. Incomplete. The Texans did it, but they come up here on 4th. And it's tall and they ball back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side here in this 4th quarter. Maybe you start thinking about playing keeper.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm 56. 56. 56. Check 56.
Now LAC throwing on 2nd down. Complete. 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 79 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? What always hits me is, are they worried about you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be back of the end zone. And he'll get across the before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's defense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times reset coaches and they use complementary football? Defense take care of the defense take care of the happen on the last possession. This is a chance for themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Kaiser escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one in. Defensively, you look at the numbers, complete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing. They've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th. They run punt, and an alley run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Tex into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense snapping a little bit.
Been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning. Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. It's at the 25, call it the 26 line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The charge about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So they have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up, it's almost like a run and ball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well. Because they're getting the ball back, is playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his love stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Now!
Lock working out. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at 6. Able to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now. First and enough for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And I think this defense knew what was other the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to be 2nd and 14.
Set. 10 Tucson.
Rep. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And one more of these plays, college game into the NFL, and that one run with great success. How about the evolution of the linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, more and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on 1st down. Conley, that's there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2.
Mike 29. Here we go.
They'll keep down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. Chargers on third down. They've been very good. 5 for thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Operating from the gun. Lock. That's caught inside. And all the way inside. It's Charger football as we welcome back from the 2-minute warning. No doubt what they're looking to do is vault away the final and escape with a. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the to the field because they're hurry up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 56.
Conley, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good defense, linebackers making plays near the image.
Comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out there? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, one last drive.
People like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach,
nowhere to escape. Goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be intense here on following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Saw a lot of points go this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
no doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need to counts. Even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, this early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. That'll do it.
myself, from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and
big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play action. Haskins. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Third down. Here's Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Haskins will throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch the
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
This is Carson.
We got this, Come on.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 22. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
59. What we got? 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet.
Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Carson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 55.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Miles Boykin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boots.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Carson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Good move at the 30. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught, Lockett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That one caught out wide by Boykin. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third down, here's Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really great play defensively. Flush to it, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, tight. Go! There you go. Switch!
Now Haskins on 1st down. Dorsett's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, G-O,
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On the carry, it's Love. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously. Obviously, a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So, while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him 32 on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his
end zone caught? Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 60 out low. 54 Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31. Kill, kill, kill.
On first down, here's Love. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Geis. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. On first down, Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
50 seconds. Let's go. 4 down. Stop right there. 4 down. Check.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Redskins, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days